Welcome to the Creating Experience podcast, where we take you behind the scenes of unforgettable events. I'm Emma, and I'm joined by my co-host James. Together, we bring you years of experience in the event industry. Welcome back, James. I never call you James. How you going?
Yeah, good.
It's just a bit delusional.
What are we talking about today?
Well, we were looking at all of our jobs, and it was so bizarre because at the beginning of the month, it was a bit like, oh,
July was going to be.
What are we going to do?
July was going to be very interesting.
We're going to eat baked beans. No. And then everything happened. A whirlwind of events came in.
Yes.
You know how we like to talk about booking things in advance?
Yeah. Well,
that would have been really nice.
A lot of people have got really lucky, haven't they?
Got so lucky. So this
won't happen in summer.
No, definitely not. So yeah, a bit on. I'm going to Palm Cove, tomorrow for a wedding, which I'm very excited about. Then we were lucky enough to secure the German media team's FIFA World Cup press conferences, which is super cool.
Yep.
Something completely different.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of research go into this.
But now
cool.
Another element of the business, I guess, that we can add on again.
Yeah, there's been some technology that we've had to get to do this particular job.
Yeah.
Obviously, the biggest thing is we've got to work in a translator into the press conferences. So we've now got some accessible listening kits.
Yep.
So for this setup, essentially there'll be the press conference that'll happen, goes straight to the translator, feeds back then through these wireless little belt packs that each of the media team will have, so that they can hear the translation in real time. And then on top of that, we've got to have all the patch points for the broadcast, the news team's cameras, so they can have a clean feed of either the press conference, the people speaking at the press conference, or the translator.
Yeah.
So
it's a very it's pretty cool, this one.
Yeah, it's tied up a bit of gear and resources for July, and we thought July was great.
Yep.
When that one came through.
I was sweating on that one. That was every morning, because it's German time, I'd get the emails through.
Yep,
and it was like 3 a.m. in the morning, so I'd wait to an email. Yep. And the day we got it, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Another corporate event coming up.
One for McGrath, which is a regular.
With Westpac. And then
you
McGrath.
Westpac?
Yeah. I've got Westpac, you've got McGrath.
What's the Westpac one? What are you doing?
Westpac is a solo artist for them over dinner.
Yep.
And then they've got their own DJ.
And then McGrath Corporate, we do their monthly sales meetings at the quarters.
Yeah.
But this one's a transferred event.
It is.
For another presentation. But
well, it's a bit of a social event, that one, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Then the other Women's World Cup team that we have here is the England? The Lionesses, that are at the stadium.
Yep.
And so obviously, because we do the stadium audio, we've got the open training day that's coming up,
which would be
which
cool.
is by invite only.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, I'm tag teaming on that day. I can just
I've got your invite.
Audio assist.
I'll send you But we've got the open training day, and then the end of the month is where it starts to get really...
This is you are nuts.
Because obviously that World Cup, that German World Cup team, that conference is running for the duration of the World Cup.
Yes, so...
Well, for the first 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
Assuming they go through to the finals.
Then they'll need
Then it'll go through to August.
Yeah.
But we've got the International Highland Dance Competition. Festival. I think that's Dougie's going to kill me.
Yes, I was just like saved your butt then from Dougie.
What is it? How does it say?
It's the International Highland Festival.
But it's a great event.
It's so
We've worked
good.
with that one for a couple of years.
Well,
and it's sort of evolved.
It's evolved a lot. You think about what we used to do versus what we do now. And now.
So that one, Friday night, they have like the competition night where it's like all the dance groups,
schools.
the dance schools compete, which is a little bit fancier. We added LED screen last year, but so LED screen's back this year. Lighting, audio, it's a bit more of a show type event, and then Saturday, Sunday is when they do all the competition.
Kind of like in a Stedford.
Individual competition. So there's a room changeover Friday night, but then Saturday, Sunday is
all during the day.
A lot of dance performances and presentations.
And you even play drums on some of those tracks.
They're probably still going
They
strong,
do.
are they?
Yeah. Juggy still uses them.
But it's definitely it's a really unique event, that one. So if you're looking for something to check out that weekend, that's one of them.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Really
and you don't need to enjoy
and
dancing
high quality.
for it.
Like for me, I'm not a dancer.
No.
But it is,
No.
I don't dance at all.
It's very sad.
But it's actually
It's
like
a really cool, high quality.
Really high quality event. And then the other event we've got is for our friends at Glenworth Valley. We've got the Horses' Birthday, which
Happy birthday,
is another
horses.
another event that we've done for a while, but it hasn't happened for the last 3 years, I think, because of COVID.
I can't remember the last time. Yeah.
Because of COVID, and then there was a year where last year it rained out, so it was planned to do it, but they had massive rains that destroyed the site, so they couldn't actually run it. So the Horses' Birthday, and for that one we've got 3 stages of equipment. It's not quite as big
as grazing
as the Glenworth grazing in terms of the actual stage sizes, but it's a real. I think the ticket price includes all the kids' activities.
It does,
so
yeah. It's a cool one for the kids.
It's definitely a kids' event, that one, but good family day out. And the other one we've got, so that one's a 2-day event too, Saturday, Sunday. And then we've got Star.
I just added that on.
Live show for Star 104.5 at Westfield Tuggerah.
Yeah, so with Rabbit and Gina.
Giving away some stuff, apparently. So
yes. Get to...
there's your weekend plan.
I know. Look how busy that is.
So...
it's insane. And it's funny, like, events can't spread themselves out. They all have to be on the same day.
Same weekend.
Let's just do that.
So, but, no, there's a few little bits and pieces in there. But in the back end, you've been doing some admin work on a rather large event we've got.
Some admin, and it's actually this week's been nice to have some downtime to actually be able to do some work on it. And it's Chromefest in October. It's I would say from a spread out perspective, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 stages.
6.
The Saturday night. Thank you. Let me. So technically, yes, 6 stages over 3 days. It's an insane event. It's grown, and I thought we would talk about the growth that we've seen from 2018. Was our first event to this year. So, first year.
First year, 2018 was, we only did the production.
Production only.
So actually, before we get in, like, for those who haven't been to Chrome, I mean, a lot of people will know what Chromefest is, but what is Chromefest?
Chromefest is rock and roll, rockabilly, cars, old vintage cars, DJs, really cool bands.
Dancing.
Heaps of dancing, huge dance floor in the middle of Memorial Park with a huge marquee. This year, we've also picked up another section of the event, which is now the Short Street Car Park and Bayview Mall activation. So,
but we'll talk about that later.
We will talk about that. But it's,
and it brings a lot of people.
It's like
it's like a yearly thing for people, and people
they
are like,
book.
And what
every
we found
year.
The first year we did it is like there are people that live for this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And people that
dress up.
As I said, it's been an evolution because there was a lot of things that have always been done this way. Type scenario with some stuff, but a lot of passionate people,
and they just love it. And it is so cool to watch.
People are there at like 7:30 in the morning to get their camp
setting
chairs,
up,
to get their deck chairs around the dance floor
for the weekend. That's where it stays.
I call it the gathering of camp chairs.
It is the gathering
because if you get there at 8 o'clock, there's like 50 so camp chairs around.
Yeah, we have to get the photo again this year.
So, but it's
a great event put on by Central Coast Council.
Yeah, if you haven't been, you
need to get there. Yeah.
So, but yes, 2018, we only did the production side for one of the stages.
Yes.
So, because there was essentially that year, I think we had 3 or 4 stages maybe. But yeah, in 2018, we looked after the production for main stage for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the backline requirements for main stage, and that was about it. It was pretty tame, but it was probably a good baby step into into Chromefest.
Yes, it definitely was because what came the following
but
year.
it's a very cool, like 2018 was, and so we didn't have to look after the talent on that one. That one was sort of all predetermined. So, but then come 2019, it kind of stepped
so we
up a
did
notch.
3 stages, 1, 2, and 3.
On 2018?
Yep. So
with
we
the
did,
PA?
Yeah. Chromefest production stage 1, 2, and 3.
Huh.
There you go.
But no, I don't think we supplied the backline on the other stage.
No, because
So stage 1 we did backline production.
Yeah.
Backline with the backline with the PA and the lighting. And that point, the new stage roof hadn't been done, so it was a
with marquee.
marquee cover. And then we looked after the PA for Waterfront and the PA for Bayview.
Yeah.
But the band supplied their own backlines.
Yes.
For that one.
And yes.
So then 2019.
And the venues also, the bands did their own PAs for the venues. Yeah.
So, but then 2019, from a production side, we looked after then the backline for all the stages. And the PA for all the stages.
Yeah.
As well as... No, well, that was mainly it for those ones. And then you did the talent.
I booked all the talent, in conjunction with the council. So they've got people that are experts in these bands. So this is one that we work really closely with Central Coast Council on for booking bands.
Yeah.
Then the dreaded C word happened.
Yes. COVID. But
in 2020.
2020 and 2021... we took it online.
We did.
So we had a studio.
It's called Overdrive TV.
So we had a studio set up in our warehouse. So the first year we actually bought cars in.
Yes.
So we had the big 10-meter stage set up in our warehouse the first time round.
Yes.
When we were doing like dance schools and all those sorts of fun performances. So we did, we had 2 cars.
Yeah.
Come in, and it looked incredible.
It was good. I was like, what if we bought cars in?
It looked incredible. But so we did that the first year, and then we had like a second studio in the office where during the breaks we had DJ George.
And that's how it's essentially running the same as Chromefest does live, but we just did it online.
So I suppose for those that haven't been at that event, the bands play it's not quite like there's an hour of band and then another band and then another band. There's like generally 2 bands per stage.
Or it depends. It could be one band. Yeah, one or 2.
Or one band. Yeah. And then what happens is they all do like
4 sets, 3 sets.
3 sets, 4 sets?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't book the talent,
do
you?
But the changeovers, then they have a DJ. They have like DJ George or DJ Vinny, who have been doing this thing longer than I've been alive.
I just had a great chat with DJ Vinny today. He's so cool.
But so they actually then play during the band breaks.
Yes.
So people literally just
dance the whole time.
Dance for 8 hours of the day.
It's so crazy. And then inserted into the days are the Sydney Swing Cats, who are a professional dance group. There's also pageant competitions. So
and then obviously the car. There's a whole car side of the event
section.
As well.
It's just so for this particular event we do production and entertainment booking, and then we've also picked up that other contract as well. So 2021, 2022 Overdrive TV.
No, 2020 and 2020.
20. Yep.
Because then 2021 we didn't have the big studio. That was actually our first event with our LED screen.
That's right.
Because there was that period where they let us out for a little bit, and we could run events for 3 months, not even 2 months. They got really, really busy, and the end of the year booked up,
and then they cancelled again.
Omicron or something like that came in. A fun time.
Oh, that's right. Time. Oh gosh.
And so our big studio setup that we had, like the big one, we weren't setting that up again.
No.
And so the second year of Overdrive TV was a smaller stage, so we couldn't quite fit cars in there. But we had a LED screen. We had a new LED screen. And
still did the same thing with the DJ.
Same thing, DJ George.
He's a cool guy as well.
He loves it.
Make sure you get down and
You should check out his Facebook lives.
Oh my gosh. He was brilliant during COVID. Every single day, DJ George would do a live stream. Yeah. And he rocked it. It was cool.
And then so 2022 we were back in person.
Yep.
And that year, main stage, Waterfront Plaza stage, entrance hotel stage. Bayview, they hired an external company to run a contract for that activation up in the Bayview.
activation, yes.
And then
But we still did.
then we did the Mingar. Wait, no, it wasn't Mingar. It was entrance Leagues Club.
Yes.
And so we did the entrance Leagues Club on the Saturday
night. Yep.
And there was a lot. They had a lot of weather. Like that time last year. We're in the middle of La Nina.
La Nina, yeah.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, La Nina. Yeah, the wet one.
There was that many events that got cancelled at the back. We had COVID and then it rained.
Oh my gosh.
It just rained. It didn't stop raining.
What? Oh, sorry, I'm just going completely back now. What was that year that we had to stop Chromefest because of the wind?
That was 2019.
Whoa, that was
because you had that other event. Yeah, we were literally we had a marquee that had like probably 4 ton of weight on it. And it was literally
like going
lifting
off the ground.
We had to shut, because they had 75k winds. They shut the whole site.
And the stage came down, and that was insane.
The sunshade
from this main stage filled down.
Because we had a new stage that year.
Like, right.
That was like the very first event on 2019 where we had the new stage. Cool. So that 2019 was the win. So the second day, they shut that whole stage down altogether. Yeah, because the winds I think were I'm not sure they were bad the next day because the Sunday then finished early. I'm pretty sure.
That's right. Yeah.
So the Saturday was bad. It kept going most of the day because then
we got it down to the last hour. I think. Yeah.
Jeez, that was I forgot about that.
We've had some crazy
Chromefest. But then last year we had the Friday it sort of drizzled. It wasn't too bad. The Saturday they got through the bulk of the event.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night we had this event at the Entrance Leagues Club.
Yeah.
And I remember this. So because in the background there's always wet weather contingency plans.
Wet weather backups, yeah.
And so we essentially have these plans in place that if we wake up and it's wet,
then we go to wet weather.
They move all the bands to different venues, which means we've actually got to have different systems available. Or go and pick up the back line from particular
Which is
stages
what we did, yeah. And then we transferred from Waterfront
so it was something like we had that night, the Saturday night, we'd packed up Entrance Leagues Club, packed it all up, took all the back line back to the stages that night, and then woke up to a phone call at 6 a.m. going, we're going back to the Entrance Leagues Club for one of the stages. And then
what was the other one? We were at Waterfront Plaza pulling out PA or backline there to go to what's the one on the corner?
Long Jetty.
Yeah. No, not Long Jetty. Lakes Hotel. Yeah. Lugging up the stairs.
Yes. Yeah, there was a stairs. It was a lot. But yeah, so I think it was like a 2-hour period.
This year's
and Maeve was madly rescheduling.
So she was rescheduling, and then I would then
calling.
So she had put them on standby, and then I activated them Sunday morning. We were like, I think it was like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 5 or 6 a.m. We got them. I think it was 6 a.m. because I woke up and I saw the missed call from Donna, and I was like, I don't know exactly what's about to happen. I was like,
activate wet
weather.
And
then our team Facebook chat was just like, okay, you go here, you go here, you go do this. So it was, but that's the nature of that event.
Yeah.
This year we've been able to tweak it, so there's even going to be easier processes in place for that. But that's what happened in 2022. We had to activate the wet weather plan.
Activate wet weather, but that's just a really cool thing, though. Yeah,
and it's good when they have those sort of supply, like the venue relationships. I mean, all the bands didn't necessarily get to.
They didn't play their full sets, but they still got to play.
Because venues sometimes had other bookings, which is what we had to then
navigate around. Yeah. So this year's going to be really good. There's not going to be anything.
Well, what's the opposite of La Nina? It's not going to rain.
No, but they said that's what. Oh no, there's no rain. That's what it is this year.
But we're going to have 2 systems sitting in
That's
vans.
right.
Ready to go
in case there is wet weather.
In case it does rain. But that's the contingency. Yeah. But yeah, so stages. What have we got this year?
Okay. Do you want to start from the bottom or the top?
Well, let's start with what we normally do. And then
Memorial Park.
We've got Memorial Park Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep. Then we've got Waterfront Plaza.
That's just Saturday, Sunday, isn't it? Or is that Friday?
No,
too?
Friday with George.
Is Friday?
Is Friday George?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday,
Friday,
Sunday
Saturday,
for
Sunday.
Waterfront.
Yep.
Entrance Hotel
Yep.
is Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
So we've got a stage there. All these stages are stage,
PA
PA,
and
and
bands.
backline.
And backline and
then
bands.
the bands.
Yeah.
Then we've got a really cool. There's actually LED screen going into the plaza, which will be showing live feeds of the stages, which is a cool.
Is that in Bayview?
No, it's on Plaza.
Oh, the plaza.
The plaza, but essentially what we'll be doing is there'll be like little live crosses. It'll be mainly focused on main stage, but there'll be these little live crosses.
There you go.
As well as advertising.
That's
which
cool.
is a great way for your event sponsors.
Yes.
But
that's a whole nother podcast
and
right
then, Memorial Park, car park. I think there's another stage. We've got
Yeah,
another
little stage there.
right there. But then we've also got
Dun, dun, dun. I've
activation.
already said, yeah, Short Street and Baby Mall activation. So we're doing something pretty cool. This is a new space for Central Coast Council this year. So we've got a stage, we've got market stalls, we've got our Chromefest Walk of Fame where there'll be stars that people can have photos with of current and bands that have played at Chromefest in the past. Cars, we've got, I don't know how many cars at the moment, about 30, 40 cars that'll be in there. And then all things going well, we'll have our licensed bar, pop-up bar there as well, and food trucks. So it's a really cool activation that we get to do this year with council. So I'm looking forward to that one, actually. So it's grown. This is what we're talking about, how it's grown throughout the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Well,
it just keeps.
Yeah. And next year it's their sweet 16th.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I can only imagine what will happen next year.
And then we've got the Mingara job.
Oh, we also have
one as
Mingara.
well.
Yep.
So, and actually, as a side note, which was very clever event planning, there's actually a conference at Mingara during the day.
Oh. Yeah, right. Yes.
Completely different organisation.
Yeah.
But because we were doing the production there that night,
you've now tacked that on.
They've now tacked that on.
Well, there you go.
Because we've got a tight turnaround in that space. So that room essentially is conferencing all day for another organisation from 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock.
Wow.
Or, 9 till 5.
Yep.
And then they're out by 5:30. And then
6:30 start.
6:30 start with the bands. Wow. Which is why we did it, because then we have the PA
already
in there.
Yeah.
And we've got to get the back line. And so, but that normally is like the headliner, isn't it? The headliner plays a show there that they ticket and then they play on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Because last year we were meant to have
Pat Capucci.
Class of 58.
Class of 58.
Brilliant.
They're
Brilliant
so
family
good.
band.
Yeah. And Chromefest are doing something a little bit different this year on the Friday night in Memorial Park.
Oh, yeah.
So they've actually got a band or two bands that are playing.
It's going into the nighttime.
Yeah, that's going into the nighttime.
Like 1 till.
And
the DJ would normally do like 2 hours in the
6
morning
o'clock
and
or
finish
something.
at 5 normally.
5 or 6,
But
yeah.
they're pushing it into
They're pushing it into the nighttime. So from the last set at night will be 2 bands on stage at the same time, depping in players, which will be fun.
Yeah, right.
For you. Just waiting on their specs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's not too different.
Yeah.
It's not like there's 2 drum kits on stage or anything like that. Am I stressing you now?
No, I'm already. I was already
There's
there.
enough to do.
I've got it. Yeah. So
I guess looking at that size event, when people ask, can you do multiple events on the same day? Yes, it is in the same vicinity, but we can activate. Well, we've got 5 stages running simultaneously.
Yes.
So it's a lot, but it's good.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
An event that size too. I mean, there's some of the elements that we've got to work around is the road closures because the entrance closes, which is probably a good point for event organisers. There's 2 sides to this in terms of like talking backline for bands.
Yes.
Like, I mean, let alone the fact that for you, I mean, you've had bands not show up, well, like sick.
We've had bands that are sick. We've had bands that have had their flights changed or the flights just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So there's been, a few different scenarios that we've had to work through, but it's always because we supply the backline and the production.
Yeah. The backline, it was a big game changer because what they used to have each band bring their backline.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's hard for an event like that, but it just eats into changeover times. And that's probably like if you are running an event that has multiple bands on it,
the one stage,
the most efficient way to do it. And it helps when you're negotiating your band fee.
Yeah,
too,
definitely.
Which has been a big thing for us, even with this event, in terms of negotiating fees as well, is by supplying the backline, the band just rock up. And they don't have to, there's obviously a separate car park,
got
but they
their
don't
instruments.
have to lug all the gear.
No, they've just got
They
their
can
instruments
turn
and
up,
that's it.
And the changeover time happens really, really quickly.
Yeah,
So, plus everything's already test tagged to keep the electricians happy.
that's right.
So,
Okay, well, that's kind of Chromefest in a nutshell.
yeah. It'll be a fun weekend.
I'm sure we'll do another podcast maybe 2 weeks after to give you the rundown of what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe not the week after.
No, we'll still be cleaning up.
Yeah.
We'll
still be loading out. No,
Yeah.
we won't be.
But
Okay,
but that's Chromefest. So
really fun event. It's
mark it in the calendar.
27, 28,
If you're
29
out of town, good
October.
luck getting accommodation. It's probably already, by the time you listen to this, it's gone.
Yes, it all happens in the entrance itself. Don't try and drive in.
No.
Get public
Get a bus.
transport.
Got a bus that runs from the train stations, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, for that one.
Yeah.
So, but yep, last weekend in October,
So much fun.
be there.
Make sure you get your dancing shoes on, Jimmy.
For sure. I'll be there.
That'll be the day.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Catch you next
See
time.
you later.
Bye. Thanks for checking out the Creating Experience podcast. You can find the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as YouTube. Be sure to check out our socials as well. We're on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn as well. And if you have an event coming up that you need assistance on, feel free to head to our website, www.jcentertainment.com.au, or give us a call on 1-800-JC Events.